guys. I hope you guys are having such a great day. It's definitely later in the day than I normally start the vlogs, but we have been just relaxing, hanging out. It has been like a rainy, as you can see, like the storm clouds. It's been a pretty rainy day all day, and we've just been enjoying each other's company. I just wanted to take the time and just really be like casual and like be in the moment 120%, not be distracted at all with my girlfriends, because it is our last day and I'm so sad. But we are headed to Topolino's Terrace for dinner, which is my first time. I'm so excited to bring you guys along because I think it's going to be such a great meal. I have done very little research on just like the different foods and that, but I'm just excited to get in there and see the beauty. Our dinner reservations were supposed to be at like 7:30. We did end up getting caught on the Skyliner while it was getting ready to shut down. We needed to leave and jump back on to come back here because we went over to Pop Century and Art of Animation. I had to have my stir fry. You guys know I love the stir fry. And a little news update on that. It is now also at Pop Century. I never knew that. Maybe it was always there, but I just had never saw it there. But yes, you guys know I love my stir fry. So now it is at Pop Century and Art of Animation. We've just been kind of winding down and getting ready to like pack up and clear out and everything because we have an earlier flight tomorrow. I am going to go down before our dining reservations and go down to the gift shop and just give it like one last brew. So I'll bring you guys along for that. But I want to bring you guys inside and show you my outfit of the day because I'm all dressed up and I have some cuties that I want to show you, including my bauble bar earrings. They're just adorable. Okay, look at our cute little room here. This is our little mirror. The lighting isn't great in here and I have literally every light on. But like, look at this. Isn't she so cute? You guys saw this in, I think, my haul. If it says a crossbody, but I think I'm just going to make her a little more formal tonight with my dress that has pockets. I love this dress. I got it at Target. If I can find something similar, I'll go ahead and link it for you. I don't think this dress is available anymore. It was last year, but isn't she so cute? And then look at these. Can you see that? They're like little bauble bar earrings. I got these at TJ Maxx for like dirty cheap. And they're Minnie Mouse. And then these are Mickey. So cute. Isn't this camera so weird? This is, you guys always ask about the stuff that like I bring to the parks and that. And this is it. It's like a little camera, and see, it kind of makes you dizzy, but it's a gimbal camera. It's really, really cool. But yes, I'm going to get ready to head down there. We are all packed up for tomorrow, but I'm cozy. I have room here to be comfortable and overeat for a really good meal. I bought. Should I buy this again? Yeah. So, right? And then I bought this one for Tuesday. I like color. Yep. That's really boss, right? Yes. Well, that was pretty amazing. Our server came up right when the fireworks were starting and they asked us, would you like to go and watch a show? Yes, that was amazing. It probably would have been better if we would have had like a glass of wine or a Bellini or something in our hands watching the show, but it was beautiful. There was not a bad house or bad seat in the house at all. The music has piped in, so you could hear every bit. The emotions were there. We just loved it. So that was a really great way to start our dinner. I was hoping that we were going to be able to see at least a little bit of it, and we could see it right from our window right here, but it was so nice to just be able to like go out there, take a second, and just enjoy the moment. And the fact that they really encouraged that, I thought was really cool. I think I'm going to go ahead and get the rigatoni. I really also want the filet, but I'm trying not to have like so much because I've already had 3 meals today. So I think I'm going to just get the rigatoni this time, and then maybe we'll look at the dessert menu and the cocktail menu as well.
It's better with the butter.
Is it? Than the olive oil?
It tastes olive oil. It does have like a fruity... For sure.
I will take a good butter over anything else.
You try the butter.
It's really good. This is so good.
Is it?
Oh my god. It has a wine sauce.
This risotto is yum.
Oh my god. So good.
We're gonna have one.
Yes. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. She's like a knife. So good, right? Oh, it's so good.
So good.
Here, give me your fork. Get it. Gotta try it. There's a mushroom and that isn't like super pronounced.
I'm fine with mushrooms. Things. I don't like mushrooms.
Okay, that's how this is. Yeah. So good.
Excellent.
Oh, that was so good, you guys. I think that is probably my new favorite restaurant on property. I feel though too, I have like my categories, and that was like my favorite pasta, Italian, French cuisine, which there's a lot of that here on property. That was definitely by far the best that we have ever had. The complete, it was just like the complete package. I would say the service was amazing. It was so on point. The girls are sitting here with me and they're like nodding their heads like, yes, it was so good. JC was our waitress and she was so sweet. We were all just like dying laughing, talking about our trip, looking at some of like our pictures from the rides and that, and some of them just, I don't know what looks were on our faces, but it was just we were just laughing and having fun, and she came in and enjoyed the fun. She did go ahead and bring us like a little dessert, which I'll show you guys here in a minute. It was so good. The food, the ambiance, the views, every time, like everywhere you looked, like the whole panoramic, there's not a bad seat in the house, but everywhere you kind of looked, it was just this stunning view. And it was amazing to see Hollywood Studios, to see Epcot, to see some of the other resorts, and just like the cars kind of going around. And it was very cool. It was very, very cool. I am so excited to bring my family there. I will say too, there were kids there. There were some people that were dressed up really formal, and then some that were dressed really casual, and that you could tell they came right from the parks, and everybody was treated the exact same way. So I don't feel like you need to dress up. You don't, there's no like real dress code and everything that I understand. It was very family oriented. Everybody is welcome. I loved it. I felt like it wasn't like super quiet, and it had, nice, sound of everybody talking and enjoying themselves. It was really great. And then getting to like stop everything, and even our server to just encourage us, like, go watch the fireworks, go enjoy it. We have a beautiful balcony that you can go and watch the fireworks from. That was amazing. We are gonna already change and get cozy. It's later. We already packed up, ready to go, because we have an earlier flight tomorrow. Our flight has already gotten pushed back just almost like an hour and a half. So we're already packed up, ready to go. We did schedule our lift for tomorrow because we are leaving at like 6 in the morning, which is fine, and that's super helpful. We did also get a Lyft XL because we have so much luggage. Each of us have 2 large bags. And then, a purse on top of it and everything. It just is easier to just guarantee that we can get a Lyft XL. It's going to be here when we want it. Especially on a, travel day, it just makes it easier. We're going to go refill our mugs. I know myself, and I'm probably going to find some kind of pastry. and then bring it up to the room and share it with you guys. But yeah, just such a good dinner, such a good night. We just had the best time. Okay, I did want to show you guys these two. I took some pictures of inside the restaurant when they gave these to us. They are little madeleines on top, and they have like some powdered sugar. I feel like they have like a little bit of glaze, but these are like a lemony pastry puffy cookie almost. And then there's a really dense, I forgot what they called it, but like a really dense like brownie. She said if we don't eat these tonight, do not refrigerate them because they're really dense. But this looks so good. And like every table got these. So I thought that was really cool because we did want our dessert. I guess we could have this as our dessert. I'm still gonna look. You guys know this. I mean, the other night we had 4 desserts and it was delicious. But yeah, she said don't refrigerate these because the brownie part gets really dense, and you can see even here on the bottom. Doesn't that look so good? I'm really excited to try these. She said they're even really good with coffee as well. Okay, I thought since on Instagram we do take the makeup away, like a skincare routine all the time, and we sit and chit chat about stuff. I tell you about all the stuff that I try all the time. So if you're on my Instagram or Facebook, you guys see me do this all the time. But I thought it'd be fun while we're getting ready for Ben and we're taking off makeup, skincare, doing all the things, if I can find my stuff. We would talk about like the different resorts, the different trip, kind of like what the girls thought, what I thought. First of all, this trip was amazing, like by far amazing. I really enjoyed the resort hopping. I do not feel that it would be for everyone, just like being a mom and knowing that, you know, my husband and I would literally have to pack up all this stuff, all their toys. So doing one at here and then switching, one at here and then switching, I don't think would be as beneficial. Now, I will say we have resort hopped in the past, even when we were here last summer and we stayed at Riviera. And that was fine because it was for one night. So we already ahead of time had everything packed and ready to go. Bag was gonna have just like all the stuff for the next day. Does that make sense? The Polynesian was by far so amazing. It had all the tropical feels. It felt very, you know, Hawaiian-y and tropical. And then our view, you guys, oh, it was so nice. Like we'd wake up in the morning and the one morning and we just looked out at Magic Kingdom and, you know, seeing the ferry boats go by, and it was just, it was amazing. It was one of those iconic places that, of course, is on your bucket list, you know, to try, especially if you're a Disney lover and you love Disney history and that. The downfall, I will say, is that during the day, we didn't notice it as much. I think because we had TVs going, we had our phones going, we were all talking and that. But we did hear the ferry boat as soon as we were waking up in the morning. And it was fine. It wasn't alarming, but it was definitely enough to get us up after hearing it so many times. I do think that could have easily been avoided, but we were literally the closest building and at that side of the building to be so close to the ferries. So if that is a concern for you, maybe ask, you know, guest services or do a request and tell them that you'd prefer to be farther away. I mean, there's no guarantee for anything, but I will tell you, Disney's really accommodating for things, and all they care about is trying to make the most out of your vacation and really caring for you. So that is something that I feel that they would try and help you guys out with. I mean, depending on the situation, depending on how busy they are. Again, there's no promises. I will say though, on the other hand, with us being so close to the ferry boats, it was so nice because we were able to walk to the monorail right there, which was very walkable, very close, and go and take the monorail over to Epcot. And then instead of taking 3 different monorails to get to Epcot, we took one. So that was totally worth it. So if you guys are big Epcot people and you plan on staying at the Polynesian, that was a huge win because that location was absolutely amazing. The food was wonderful. I will not say there was not a single thing that was overrated on things that we ate there. And they had the coconut Dole Whip, they had the raspberry Dole Whip, they had all different flavors including the original. They had floats available, they had the pineapple upside down cake, which was on our list. There was so much good food. My favorite thing by far was the pulled pork nachos. I really wasn't sure with the, you know, the chipotle mayonnaise and the pineapple pico de gallo, and I really totally wasn't sure with that pulled pork and some cheese and everything. I didn't know. The kettle chips that were in it were definitely my favorite. It was so good. I would definitely recommend it. Again, if you are a Disney history person, you love Disney, and that has always been a place that you wanted to stay, I would definitely check it out. The Grand Floridian has been on my list of places to stay for a long time. That is kind of the beauty of being a DVC owner, is that there's so many resorts and iconic, beautiful, amazing resorts that we get to stay at. And it was amazing. It was everything and more that we had kind of dreamed of and hoped of. Our location was so nice. We did have a upgraded room that we had picked. I think we had picked a lagoon view or a water view of some kind, and we were right by the main building and we were right by the family pool, and it was so nice. We were able to watch the electrical pageant. We were able to watch it from our balcony, which was so cool, and we were literally facing and looking right at the building that we had just came from. So that was, that was really cool. I will say though, it is very expensive to stay there, along with all of these resorts. It's really expensive to stay there. Again, if you're a Disney history person, you just love Disney, it's an iconic place, you've always dreamed of staying there, I think it is worth it 120%. I know a lot of people are unsure of the theming and everything, and they love the whole Victorian feel. I still feel they had that with a beautiful twist to it, a modern twist to it. And to have a modern day Mary Poppins room done and executed so beautifully, I just think was what set it up so high on my list. I would say that was my second favorite. I will say too, kind of the feels, like I said, with the Polynesian, it felt very tropical. It was very themed. The location was amazing, you know, having the water and looking at Magic Kingdom. All of those feels were there. And I feel that it was very sprawling and spread out. We didn't even touch or scratch the surface of exploring that resort. It was amazing though. That was our other full day resort day that we had, and I just felt it was so cozy. We didn't want to leave the room. The Polynesian, we were sad to leave the room because our view was just so amazing. At the Grand Floridian, I felt like we were okay with leaving the room, but at the same time, it was just like plush and like super fresh, right? It's been newly remodeled. It was really, really, really nice. We thought like, all right, there's no way we can top this. We're gonna love it so much more. You know, there's no way that the Riviera, and I've stayed at the Riviera before. I knew exactly what we were going into, and I really thought that that was gonna be the highlight of the trip. And man, I got nervous because the Grand Floridian was just beautiful. I just loved it so much. The girls fell in love. They're like, nope, this is it. It's our favorite resort. The food was much better than I expected. I was a little nervous because we were going to be staying at the Riviera, which I know has amazing food, and I can rave about it so much more now that I've eaten at the restaurant here. But then too, we had just came from the Polynesian, which, oh my gosh, like there wasn't anything bad that we had. It was just so good. So I was worried about, you know, the food that was going to be available to us, the quick service, anything that was going to live up to the hype. But oh my gosh, what stole the show for us, I feel, was the desserts. After having a magical moment of just forgetting that we could go and watch the fireworks, you know, right from property, and having the music piped in and everything, and it was amazing. We got 4 different desserts, and they were all so different. I feel that the desserts that we had were so unique, so good. I felt like the price point for what you got was really well. I felt like the portions were very shareable. Did we need 4? Absolutely not. But we didn't have husbands to tell us, no, you can't do all these things. We were jumping into the moment. I don't think any of our husbands would actually tell us no, by the way. I think our husbands would just be like, whatever, as long as you're happy, fine. We're all very lucky with that. But no, it was a wonderful, wonderful experience. I love it. I'm so excited to bring my husband back. He's never stayed there. And to be honest, I haven't stayed there since I was a little kid. It doesn't count when you're an adult. The Riviera is my home resort, and I do really love it, but the girls really helped me figure out why this place feels so different than the other resorts resorts that we stayed at earlier on this trip. I really like it here, and I think I learned why I like it here so much. I feel like this is like city life over here, right? I feel like Epcot is a city in its own, and I feel like Hollywood Studios is like a city in its own, and then it's like, you know, some of the rain roads to go to Disney Springs and everything. There's more going on here. There's a Skyliner. We're surrounded by all these beautiful and amazing resorts. I don't know. I feel like it's more city life. Where like the Grand Floridian and the Polynesian, you don't really see roads. There's the main roads that it's on, but like every other transportation is like a boat and a monorail. I mean, that's kind of it. So I don't know. I really liked it. I thought it was fun and everything, but they were kind of like staying in the countryside, which I love. I'm a country girl. But then you come to the Riviera and it's like city life. You know, it's a big, tall building, and then there's these like condos inside. Like that's kind of like the way I explained it, or we were kind of explaining it to each other, and what kind of made most sense. And then there's all these like, you know, all this stuff going on, and it's got all this energy and that. So I think that's kind of why I like it, because it's so different. And then also too, it's really hard to compare a 1-bedroom villa in a building that is so new and so, I mean, look at this bathroom, you guys. I mean, come on. Like really, like this is not even comparable. Like I really shouldn't even compare this room to the other rooms that we had. I'm going to compare it for when we stayed our one night in the deluxe studio when we were here last summer. It's beautiful. I will say the cool thing is that even the Polynesian and the Riviera room that we stayed in, the deluxe studio, so deluxe studio to deluxe studio, the layouts are very similar. They have the 2 bathrooms, they're kind of adjoining. They have similar spaces. My favorite, I don't know. I don't know which was my favorite. They all had a time and a place. The Grand Villa though, oh man, like this was amazing. And I literally could not have picked a better view in this entire hotel. We were laying down. We had the Murphy bed down the entire time. We just sat in her bed and we were like silent. No phones, no TV was on. It was crickets. And I was just watching the Skyliner. I was the happiest person. Love cup is overflowing. Like, love it. It was just so cool. So for someone like me that loves it and appreciates that, and then seeing the water, I could look at Hollywood Studios like the entire time. It was just the same direction. It was amazing. Everybody here is amazing. The gift shop is amazing. The pools are amazing. The only downfall that I can literally think of, and this is silly, is there's no shade by any of the pools. None. Zippo, zilch, none. So if you like to sit in a shady area, when we were at the Grand Floridian, there was a nice like shady area where the waterfall was at the main pool. And it was nice to kind of like, the girls needed the shade, but I wanted to like soak up the sun. But then when it got hot, I moved kind of over by them. That was nice. In order to have shade, like we just went like deeper in the water. But oh, you guys, these resorts was amazing. Disney was amazing. Cast is what made this trip like above and beyond. So thank you to everyone, because it has been such a special memory for me, for my like 2 really good friends. Like this is something that we will all cherish and hold on to for so long. We've made such great memories. We have laughed so hard following along. I was hoping to be more on Instagram, but to be honest, I just have been like living in the moment, like hanging out with my friends, kid-free, husband-free, just girl time, and like so much girl time. It's been just therapy. It's been such therapy. We have all needed it. We're all ready to go home, see the kids, see the husbands. But I hope you guys enjoyed these vlogs. If you have any questions about travel, Disney, parks, resorts, anything like that, I don't work for Disney. I'm not a travel agent. I'm just a mom who loves Disney, who comes here quite a bit, is a Disney Vacation Club owner. I'm happy to help you out. And if I don't know something, I'll tell you I don't know. But I probably will know someone that can get me that answer, or I can direct you to someone at Disney that might be able to get you that answer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for hanging out with me and chit-chatting. I know this wasn't like our normal vlogs. We do more of this on Instagram, but I wanted to, like I said, just like have my final moments with my girls this morning. And I wanted to so bring you guys along for Topolino's and all the food, all the snacks, all the magic. So if you guys enjoyed this video, do me a favor and give it a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Hit that subscribe, turn that notification bell on, and I'll see you guys when we get home. Bye guys.